You have a crippling phone addiction and you don't even realize it. The average person spends nearly 7 hours a day on their phone. And for a while, I was no different. What made it even harder is this is my full-time job. So in today's video, I'm gonna be showing you what's on my iPhone. Everything from how I organize my apps, folders, and widgets for an optimal workflow. And share tips and tricks I've learned over the years to help you control your phone instead of letting it control you. Because when used correctly, your device can be one of, if not the most powerful tool that you possess. If you find value by the end of this video, feel free to like, subscribe, and share it with a friend who needs to hear this. Now, since launch, I've been using the iPhone 17 Pro Max in Cosmic Orange. When it comes to physical and internal features, this is not only Apple's best camera yet, but Apple's biggest battery yet. There were a lot of basic improvements made, and while this wasn't groundbreaking innovation like previous iPhones have been in the past, it's a nice refresh that's always good to see year after year. When it comes to what's physically on my iPhone, I always rock a case, and I recommend everyone does the same. If you're just using your phone around your house, you're not really taking it outside, then I don't really think a case makes much sense. But I'm out and about quite often, and for that specific reason, I've been using a case from Casetify. Truthfully, they're expensive, but they're high quality, durable, and serve me very well. On the front, I stand by the fact that you should have a screen protector. Buying a $15 screen protector is way cheaper than fixing your internal screen for $300 to $400, even up to $600 on the newer devices from Apple. Just peel it off and buy a new one. It just makes more sense. Starting with the basics, one of the newer additions, I guess you could say, to the actual physical device is what's called the camera capture button. I don't actually find myself using it once I've opened the camera app. I just use it to open the camera. It works very well if I'm in a rush and I want to quickly take a picture or start recording a video. Then on the left side of my phone, I have my action button, which I have binded to the flashlight. I honestly haven't found a better use case. For my lock screen, my wallpaper is a picture of me and my fiance. Blends in a little bit with my widgets, which is something that I want to fix, but as of now, I have weather, Spotify, and my timer or clock. I find myself opening this if I'm keeping track of a load of laundry, cooking, or at the gym and resting in between sets. For my left widget, I have it binded to ChatGPT. I use ChatGPT more than Google or any sort of browser. I literally have full-on conversations with it. It is so helpful and it saves me so much time in every use case scenario. A little story, I was out with my fiance and one of my best friends, and she actually got stung by a paper wasp. I'd never seen anything like it. It actually died right after it stung her, so I took a picture of it and asked it, how do I cure this sting? Is it bad? What medication do I need to get? And within seconds, it instantly told me what to do and how to fix the problem. That's a perfect example of why I like having this so accessible. As for the time, I have it stretched out pretty large. I just like the iOS 26 look. I am a huge fan of the liquid glass effect. I think it's really, really cool. I know some people don't like it. I find myself liking it quite a bit. It's just really interesting. I like big, bulky things. I like to be able to see things very clearly. And I've also been a fan of this spatial scene. I don't use it quite a bit, but it makes photos very interactive. At the top, I have both the date and the weather. I just like to be actively knowing what's going on. Let's now talk about how I set up my home screen for the most optimal level of productivity. If I were you, I'd get a pen and paper and write this down. First, I want you to clear everything. Don't delete apps, just remove them from your home screen. This is gonna give you a blank canvas that you can build upon. Don't worry, you'll add important apps back later. It's just a good way to get a fresh start. Then head into settings, scroll down till you find notifications, and turn off every notification for every single app. I know it's tedious, but you'll understand the benefit real soon. This next step is personal preference, but I like to just stick to 2 pages. Keeps things simple. I'm not swiping between a ton of pages to find one specific app, just 1, 2. Very easy. I have seen a lot of people set a page for each use case scenario, one for personal and the other for business. Now that you have a clear blank canvas to work upon, start by adding widgets first. I am a huge fan of widgets. I think they do a great job at consolidating the most important things, whether it's a reminder, to-do list, or frequently opened app. It's essential. I like to pick 2 to 3 per page, and you can even download an app called Smart Stack where you can put more than one widget in one widget folder. Once you've done that, then start by adding back only the important apps. Things like iMessage, phone, email. You get the point. If you want to decrease your screen time and spending and up your efficiency, don't add delivery services like Amazon, DoorDash. Keep those removed and in the farther section or something you have to manually search for. Don't make that accessible. We want to reduce the amount of distractions as possible. Once you've added only the most important apps, I go through and manually turn on the notifications for things that I need most. I check my email very frequently for business and personal reasons, so I have notifications on for that. Same thing with iMessage for personal and communicating with my manager, business purposes. I keep that on. I have all of my social media notifications off, even though it's my job. It is a huge distraction and literally ups my pickup time. Like I constantly check if I get one thing. Stop doing that. That literally kept me on my phone. You'll pick it up, scroll through Instagram Instagram Reels or TikTok, start doom scrolling and realize you just wasted an hour of your time. Turn them all off. I promise you it'll save your time. On the far left page, I've kept things pretty simple. I literally just have a massive widget full of all the most popular stocks. Financial literacy is something I take very seriously, and it's not so much I'm constantly checking this, it's just nice to see if the market's up or down. When it comes to my main page, my first widget is my notes. This typically sits with my to-do list. Every single night, I create a to-do list for the next day, and I check it off. It helps with my ADHD. It's like a game. I like to check off whether it's personal things or business things, like edit a video, edit a short form, play pickleball, film B-roll, send over a concept to a brand. It helps me stay on track, and literally today's schedule is film A-roll for what's on my iPhone. So I'm currently doing that, which I can check off. To the right of that, I have my reminders. So I can check these off from the widget as well, and it literally reduces the number. Very, very helpful. I set this for important things like meetings I have with a brand or in person or important personal things. I like to keep my reminders more personal and my notes more business. Below that, I have the best widget that exists on my phone, and that's ChatGPT. If I click on the top one, this brings straight to my text prompt. I can text it, ask it a question. On the bottom left, I have my camera one. I can whip it out and access the camera. And on the bottom, I have my voice one, so I can start talking to it. To the right of that, I have my Bible app, which is an absolute essential. Below this, you'll notice I have a group of folders and single apps. Single apps are apps I open more frequently, and folders are ones I open less frequently. Breaking that down, I have Gmail. This manages both, again, my personal and business email. I have my camera app, which I honestly need to delete now that I really just use the camera capture button to open it. Below that, I do have Spotify. You may be asking yourself, Jaden, why don't you have Apple Music? You're such an Apple fanboy. To be honest, Spotify is miles better. It's got a custom DJ. It actually smart shuffles well, and you're actually able to search for music way more efficient. I'm not saying Apple Music is bad. Spotify is just miles ahead. To the right of that, I have Apple Maps. I just prefer it over Google Maps. I don't think either one is better or worse than the other. It's just my personal preference. Below that, I have my Photos app. I'm constantly airdropping files and videos from my MacBook or downloading them from Google Drive, and it's nice just to be able to quickly access them because I post quite a bit on social media. It's my job. To the right of that, I have settings. I'm constantly in Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, or personal hotspot things. It's just nice to have. Now, when it comes to folders, the first one is my social media folder. This has every important social media that I use on a regular basis. I'm consistently posting brand deals and personal videos. It's absolutely essential. Next is Instagram, which has recently grown on me. I just like the overall design. I think it's very well laid out, and I just like keeping up with mutuals, friends, and other people in the space of tech and lifestyle. Another tip I'm gonna squeeze in there, train and curate your algorithm. One of my New Year's resolutions was to consume less and create more. And whatever I do consume, I like to consume learning and educational material. Things like tech, finances, and lifestyle. If there's something that's literally just wasting my time, I'll click not interested so it doesn't show to me again. This has really helped me over this past year. To the right of that is YouTube, my favorite platform of all time. Below that, I have Snapchat. I hardly ever use Snapchat. Again, it's just a post on. Same with Facebook, same with Threads, which I actually enjoy a lot more than X or Twitter. Below that is LinkedIn, and while I'm not in the corporate world or actively applying for jobs, I just like it because I do repurpose my content on it. And I think it's a very valuable tool because there's so many businesses and people on it, and I've networked with a lot of very good people through LinkedIn. It can drive me crazy at times and give me a headache. It's a very good app to have. Then we have YouTube Studio. This is honestly the metrics and analytics that I look at most. And of course, Twitter. Then we have Pinterest. If it's an outfit or a new video that I'm working on, I actually find a lot of value from Pinterest. We also have TikTok Studio, which I barely use. Twitch, which I hardly ever use. Discord, I rarely use, only to communicate with literally important things. That's about it. And then we have Creator Search Insights, which is a tool I use for coming up with ideas, just ideation, I guess. My next folder is my Google folder, things like Google Docs for writing my scripts, Google Drive for sending videos off to brands, Google Sheets for tracking financial things and important personal things like my car maintenance. Then we have Google Slides. A lot of briefs that brands send me come in Google Slides. It's just nice to have on my phone. The bottom left stores arguably the most important apps on my device, and that's my financial apps. First, we have PayPal for sending and receiving money, Cash App, which I hardly ever use. The top three are just really send and receive, same with Venmo. To the left of that is my banking app. I have my Discover app. This is one of my first ever student Discover credit cards was on this. I don't use that card anymore. I just keep it just in case. To the right of that is Fidelity. I know there are a lot of other apps such as Robinhood, which are great options. This is just what I've started on and what I will continue to use. Below that is my Chase app. This is where I manage a lot of my personal and business credit cards, as well as my Amex app, which I do the same. To the right of that is my Coinbase, where I invest into crypto. Scrolling over to that, I have my car insurance app. To the right of that is LastPass. Please, 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 please do not write down your passwords in a Google Doc or an Apple Note or on a physical piece of paper. That is a huge security issue. We live in a world where your information can be stolen anywhere, even on LastPass. But if you want to keep it more secure, please put in something like Apple Passwords or LastPass. it'll be the best, I promise. To the right of that is QuickBooks. This is what my CPA uses for all my bookkeeping, profit and loss charts, everything for the end of the year, business related things sit right there. Again, we have passwords. I like this for ease of use. If I'm constantly signing into the same thing, I can just use my facial recognition. It's much easier. LastPass is great for like my laptop or PC, and passwords, it's great for my phone. To the right of that is Blossom. This is a great place to link all your investments, whether it's your brokerage account, retirement account, or crypto wallet, whatever. You can see what you've profited the most when you're losing. It's like, takes everything and shows you all in one. It's a great app. My next folder is my travel app. So I have Experian for booking hotels. I almost exclusively fly Delta. I have their American Express credit card. I just love Delta. They're the best. I have American Airlines. If a brand is flying me out on a different airline, I just need to have all the other apps to link my boarding passes, pay for my check bags, add them to my Apple Wallet. You get the point. I have Southwest and United as well. I also have Airbnb, Uber, which is my #1 ride choice. Vio, these are for scooters that are like on the side of the road. Oftentimes, if I'm out and about in a big city and I want to get either back to my hotel or a different location, it's much cheaper to just rent a scooter. Arguably, my favorite app of the year is called Flighty. It updates much faster in real time, whether your gates change, your baggage claim number has changed, if there's a delay or something going on. I personally pay for the Pro subscription. I think annually it's like $50. I like how I could also send flight info to friends and family and they get real-time accurate updates the same way I do. On the next page, I have the weather widget that covers the top. I have a crypto Coinbase widget, which just shows me the main ones that I track, like Ethereum, Bitcoin, and XRP. This mixes between a calendar and my battery widget shows me the charge of my iPhone, AirPods case, or headphones, whatever is connected at the time. This has been the easiest way I found to monitor and keep up with Bluetooth devices. Rapid firing through the rest, the top folder I have my Meta app. This is for my Meta Oakley glasses, and then I have an app which controls my lights. Things like these tube lights right here, my big Amaran 150C. I have Lark, WhatsApp, Telegram, Zoom, and Facebook Messenger. These are apps I have for communicating with people on Facebook Marketplace. I have a friend that's studying abroad that I only can communicate with him on WhatsApp. Lark for overseas brands, Telegram for the same thing. It's just nice to have them all. The next folder is Etsy, where I sell my custom card posters, and Gumroad to track analytics on my digital products that I sell. Prime and Netflix, I hardly ever use these apps. The only time is if I'm watching a movie on the plane to kill some time, that's about it. For my creative apps, I have Lightroom to edit all my photos and videos. The next app is Monitor and Control. I use this for monitoring my camera so I can see the display on my iPad. This next app literally identifies photos. So if I shot this on my iPhone, let's say iPhone 17 Pro Max, it shows the ISO, f-stop, and shutter speed. Nerdy things that I just like. The next is my Blackmagic camera. This is where I can dial in my iPhone to literally be a pocket cinema camera, adjust everything from ISO, shutter speed, log, add my own personal LUTs. It's amazing. And to the right of that, we have Canva for designs for social media. The Govee app controls my RGB lights, the Elgato app controls my key light, and the Nanoleaf app controls my other RGB light. The last two folders are my Insta360 app for my action camera, as well as the DJI app for my Osmo Nano. Sliding down, we have my control center, which I've kept very simple and efficient. First, we have my lock screen. If I'm watching a YouTube video or I want to keep things fixed, lock my screen. Clock. Then we have hearing. This is cool if I'm using my AirPods and I don't want to take them out, but I want to still be able to hear conversations very well. It's a lot better than transparency. Screen sharing, if I'm sharing something to a TV. Silencing notifications is very nice. Low power mode, flashlight, screen record, dark and light mode. I believe something is very wrong if you use light mode, always be on dark mode. My calculator, this is just, nice to have. Do not disturb. And then below is the best widget that exists. I have airplane mode, my AirDrop, Wi-Fi, and what a lot of people don't know is you can 3D touch on these and you can actually access things like if I want to switch different Wi-Fi providers, switch between Bluetooth devices, turn off and off my personal hotspot. It's very, very convenient. Next, we have brightness. Again, you can press and hold on these and switch between night shift, true tone, and dark mode. We also have volume. If you have your AirPods connected, you can change between transparency, noise cancellation, and just regular. And below that, we have my music widget, which just plays my music. It's very nice to easily access. I hope this inspired you to rearrange and update your iPhone's home and lock screen layout. Overall, it has made a huge difference in my overall productivity and efficiency, and I hope it can do the same for you. Like, subscribe, share this with a friend who needs to hear this, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.